Ah, isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful when everything works? That everything is working as it's intended. The audio levels are phenomenal. The internet isn't dropping for some reason. OBS isn't deciding randomly not to connect to YouTube. The going live button that you press in order to go live on YouTube, on the YouTube dashboard. It works. It works perfectly. Ah, boy. This is the happy episode. This is in direct contradiction to yesterday's episode, which was the angry episode. Today we have a myriad of topics, hopefully things that I'm going to go through with the good old PigCake vigor that you guys are used to hear on the PigCast. This is the PigCast. Welcome. This is the podcast portion of my channel where, for some odd reason, YouTube, I think, is doubling down on long-form content. Not to say that doing long-form content on my channel has helped out in any way whatsoever with metrics or subscriptions or anything like that. But I enjoy doing these more than any other style of content. So I'm going to keep doing it. And also, look at this. Look at this. Drops. Look at these drops.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
They're back, baby. All the shortcuts work. I could do this. With a bad joke, I could drop a pin of shame. I could drop a pin of shame on someone. I do think I changed the shortcut. But today's definitely a happier episode. Oh boy, am I excited for the topics that we're going to cover. The first one is just called Fat. It's just called Fat. Now, I've realized the format of this show has turned pretty much into me watching videos that I find interesting, which I think is a good format because each video has something to talk about, whether that's a subject matter, a social social concept or something in particular. So I enjoy this type of content. And also, it's not just bullshit reactionary content. It's not just, oh, look, here's me in the bottom of the screen watching the video. That's it. No, you're getting some didactic content, baby. You're getting some real life tips and advice. I've been getting into sharpening recently. I've been getting into sharpening as of late, like sharpening knives. Just because I have a knife and I've gotten this one, which is very shitty from everything I've seen. I thought this was going to be a very convenient one, but apparently if you're into knives, this is the Adolf Hitler of sharpeners. Any pull-through sharpener is the Adolf Hitler. Now, I was asking for advice on today's video because I just got a nice little sharpener and I'm learning how to do it and learning how to refine the edge. But I thought this would cut me a lot of trouble. But no, apparently this right here, this carbine shaves the knife and whittles it down. This is ceramic, but I don't know. Again, I'm a virgin when it comes to this. If you happen to know anything, please leave a comment, a concern, something. And also, if you want to leave a voice message, you could do so by leaving it in the link down below. You could do it anonymously. As a matter of fact, let's start this by checking out the very first voicemail, which was yesterday by Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, who apparently recently was on some sort of deposition. Well, not obviously Stephen Hawking, but Stephen Hawking, his name was brought up in a deposition or some sort of legal documentation in regards to watching midgets do math problems. Could be fake, but I like to live in a world where that's real. But Stephen Hawking left me a message.
Hello, Piggy. I am calling from Epstein's Island. There are so many little girls and boys here. I hate niggers.
Thank you for that. Again, that wasn't me. I don't condone what is said on the voicemails. I don't condone anything that you might hear in them. I just want to say that right off the bat because then people will go, oh, hey, look at that language that somebody said. That was a random message that I had no control over. Okay, let that be stated. So I guess let's get into the first one here. I just saw this one. This one isn't one in particular that I had on my notes, but I was scrolling through looking for pictures of hot bitches. And on my Instagram, this came up. This came up, which I guess is relevant because I recently went to a club. I went to, I guess you could call it a club. It's more of a bar, but it's a very clubby bar. And I hope I could find this. How about you fucking show me where my bookmarks are? Instagram. Instagram apparently doesn't make it easy for me to find my fucking bookmarks on this. View archive? No, I don't want to see my archive. I want to see my bookmarks. Not tagged. Saved, maybe? Yes, saved. Okay. So this is the perfect, I would say, representation of Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida, where I live, is a city that's known for faking it until you make it, essentially. I also don't like that this is pretty much going to cut the top of my head. I don't want that. So let me go back here. There you go. That's better. I look like AIDS for a hot second. I was doing a dirty shot. A dirty shot is when you cut the top of your head. So I live in a city where you fake it till you make it, right? Bitches are so vapid. They're so fake. All they want is a sugar daddy to take care of them. And that's pretty much it. And this one is exactly that. This guy, this is an ancient Chinese secret, but I've seen this in many iterations. This guy created an application where it pretends like you're in a live stream with, you know, what could be potentially endless amount of viewers. Now, this guy uses this to get into clubs, to talk to girls, and you see that these bitches are essentially just out there looking for the free dick, looking for a free lunch. So let's go into it and show you exactly what I'm talking about here.
I'm in an app that makes it look like you're live streaming with tens of thousands of people watching to see how people might treat you differently when they think you're famous. The app uses artificial intelligence to generate comments based on whatever the camera sees and hears.
That's crazy. That's actually kind of nuts. You would think that it would be enough just to have an arbitrary amount of comments, but if it does do that and it uses AI to figure that out, that's fucking amazing.
Yes, they think you're cute, definitely.
Oh, hey, where's Piggy? Where's Piggy? I don't know where Piggy is. Is this main fucking camera? Thank you. Turn on, please. Thank you. My goodness. What would be the stream without Piggy here?
Word got out that I was famous and people started filming me. This made the first girl mad and started grabbing on me. Even with a girl on me, people still kept coming up to me asking if they could be in my live stream. This was insane. I then went to a club where the manager saw how many viewers I had on a live stream and invited me to the VIP section. I set my live to 42,000 viewers, and like a wild Charizard, this rare beauty appeared. We then started turning up on the dance floor. I felt like I was in a movie. If you want to experience what it's like to be famous, where everyone wants to be around you, check out my app, Parallel Live.
The funny thing is that there's no difference. Maybe the wealth component, if you're having those many people watching your shit, you're more prone for sponsors to want to sponsor your content and whatnot. But there's no difference, really, between that and somebody who's, I would say, doing that with legitimately those many people watching. There's absolutely no difference because it's the same. And the fact that this guy got away with that to get to a club and to get inside, which, you know, could be very, very costly. It's just funny and an interesting thing. But I wonder if that video does decide to take off, then maybe now it's going to self-police. People are going to be wary. Oh, I've seen that. That's a fake app. No, you don't have that many people watching. So it could be one of those. But bitches are very easy to lie to. They're very easy to fool. So it's a thing, apparently. I haven't seen it. Toby Writing says Parallel Live. It's a real app. I thought it was a parody. So if I look it up in the App Store, you say it's real. I wonder if it costs anything. I'm sure it has to, because it's such if it's what that guy says, it has to be very Parallel Live Simulator. No, apparently not. In-app purchases. And experience the thrill of being a virtual celebrity with Parallel Live. Real deal. Viewers from non-premium to get 15 or 25K, having only 300 viewers compared to buying a subscription. That's really funny. So you have to pay apparently to get more views. People might not take the bait easily, seeing only 300 viewers. So you have to, for non-premium, having only 300. So 300 is your limit if you're not paying for the app, which is really funny. But you see pretty much that it becomes this sort of vain existence. God, it's so fucking gross. It really is. That's all it takes. And that's all. It's kind of easy to replicate. Yeah, all you're doing is you're having, I imagine, a camera and having text populate and a fake number that changes on an algorithm. I can't imagine it's any difficult, especially for you, Manel, a coder superstar / artist and magician. We'll do the magician on the low end, so you actually do keep the pussy that you're getting. But what he said about AI, is that easy to do too? so that whatever the AI is looking at, you're able to use that to make the actual questions or whatever. 300 is a lot better than 12. I agree. But you see the comments. I don't want to deal with that. Imagine if the stream ever takes off. The comments would be very annoying. It'd be very obnoxious to go through comments. I'm glad at least I could go through comments now, which is a good part. I don't want to have to go through the retardation of what the big streams do, which actually, I would. I'm a hypocrite because then I'm making money from it. But from an ethical point of view, not from a financial point of view, I'm a slut. I'll sell out for anything. But as far as I like to go through the comments. And if it was somewhere where I had a lot more people watching, the only comments typically, as people that have live streams do, is the ones that pay. And I don't want to deal with that. Now, I would because, again, it's money. But at the same time, it seems like a very pointless waste of time when you could use that money to get something like I hope this shortcut works. No, of course it's not going to work. Of course the shortcut isn't going to work. To get my brand new books, The Art of the Squeal or The View from Down Here. See, the shortcuts work. I hope that this didn't close that. No, it didn't. So it is kind of lame, but it's a perfect app if you live in Miami where everything's fake, and that could probably be just a small investment to get endless amount of pussy. Copperfield planned to vanish the moon, but now it's going to have to be an island because of the fact that he's a client. For reference, H3H3 gets 51,000 views per live, and small but livable is 1K to 3K. Thank you for that. Pokemon YouTubers who only do Pokemon stuff get 1,000 views. Okay, Hane, we get it. All right, we get the view count on live streams. All right, I do these because I like them. All right, they're enjoyable. They're a nice change of pace from the content. My chest really started hurting just now, but I did some weird push-ups yesterday, so it's definitely that. That I'm finally having the heart attack that I've been dreading my entire life. Only one Magic Society kicked out David Copperfield. Well, from my understanding, that's just a list of associates and not necessarily the flight log, which is what people have been waiting for. They're waiting for the people that have actually been on his flights. But, I mean, from my understanding, they said that he did go to the island and show people tricks. So if you went to the island, I assume he took part of the shenanigans. Manel says, yes, AI is just a buzzword. Oh, dang, I'm late. I thought I was going to have 45 minutes to kill. Thank you, Leonard. No, not this time. I figured things out. All I had to do was roll back my OBS, and things are wonderful. I'm ugly as fuck, but when I used to hang out with a friend who looks like someone famous, I got a lot of attention from girls who just wanted to spend time with him. It was a good one for me. Yeah, that's always the best, when you kind of piggyback, pun intended, off of somebody who looks better and or is already talking to the girls. My hardship is the opener, but once I'm there, baby. I'm there going in there. But just that opener of going, hi, I am the Wonder, and I'm wondering if you want to talk to me and give me your number. You know, it's a real app, Parallel Live, real app. Give Piggy a break, guys. He's only been streaming for 6 years. He doesn't have it figured out yet. Yeah, Corn Pop, but things happen that are outside of my control. All right? Fuck. Let's see. Piggy has found his app. David also has multiple allegations not related to Epstein, according to a quick Google search. I believe Blaine also had some allegations that he slammed over, though. I thought David Copperfield had his own island. Why is he going to Epstein's? That is true. Copperfield has his own island. So, don't know why you need to go to Epstein's unless the island is populated by things you want. Magic Buzz says Copperfield owns his own island for reals. Take that how you want. That is crazy when you have that much. When you're, what's the word? Vinegar rich, right? I said vinegar, not the other word. So let that be known for any sort of algorithm. Vinegar, like the thing you put on salad. But vinegar rich. That's how Copperfield is if he has an island that he's owning. What else here? I guess let's start with the regular topics. That was one that I just saw that kind of annoyed me. This is one that I saw today as well, which is somebody recording their television, which I didn't want to find it specifically. I guess I could have. But everybody knows that I'm a fat phobe. I'm a fat phobic person. I'm not scared irrationally of fats. I don't like them. I think they're unhealthy. I think that what they're doing to society is a disservice, especially if you're claiming body positivity and saying healthy at every weight. No, that's not the case. If you're bigger, you're more likely. Not saying that if you're skinny, you're not going to go through a litany of health problems. But if you're fat, you're not designed for that, especially if you're not moving around, if you're not mobile. So I'm doing you a service. I'm helping you out by calling you a fat pig. And this, I want to call shenanigans on. I want to call shenanigans on this person. It's one of those fat shows, I guess. She's so fat that she requires an oxygen tank, which you take that as you would. I guess might as well just go to it.
When was the last time that you had a period?
Wow, the audio's 8.
You don't remember. Okay.
Lucky there are captions. So she's saying she might be pregnant. And a couple things here. First of all, her friend is looking like, no, you're definitely not pregnant. And the doctor has kind of a face of shocked professionalism, which is encouraging because, you know, it's I guess part of their job when you are have a terminal disease for them to tell you in a very professional way and not get emotional. Here it's the same exact thing, but for questioning whether or not this person has actually had a person insert themselves in her, I guess.
Really? And
Really?
why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that I'm not
Normally craving.
Okay, how about
And
you
now you crave it.
continue the captions here.
craving water.
So this one obviously doesn't believe it. I think they're going to do a cutaway now.
Bitch, you ain't pregnant, you're thirsty. You're just thirsty, bitch. Go drink you some water. You'll be alright.
Oh my goodness. Well, the question is how? On what planet would this get pregnant? Like how where would you find it? How would you navigate through it? Imagine how much trouble sperm has to get through within, you know, the tubes and out of your well, not your ball sack, because pee is stored in the ball sack. Where does sperm come from? If your pee is in the ball sack, right, and that holds all your pee, then where does sperm come out of? I guess maybe from a different place. But imagine a journey, and then on top of that, now you have to navigate through the cottage cheese size and manage to wiggle your way in there. Nobody's got enough dick for that. Ain't nobody got enough dick for that. And the comment, or in this case, the tweet reads, the cackle, the scream I scrumped, how I howled. Very good descriptive language. Go drink you some water, bitch. She's always a funny one. Doctor was flabbergasted. They've come a long way. I'm actually so proud of them. They've come a long way? Maybe. But whatever that shape was next to the blue-haired one is definitely... I mean, to me, it seems like even if you've made progress, it really is a moot point. So that's one that I just saw earlier today, and I felt like I wanted to share that with you guys just because of my disliking of the fats, right? Some disliking of the fats. As a matter of fact, the topic is fat. So it's just fat. That's all I wrote there. Where does sperm come out of? PigCake 2024. Well, I mean, think about it. So your balls is where your pee is, right? And then they get bigger and expand. The skin is stretchy, right? So it makes sense. Sometimes your balls are big and droopy. Sometimes they're tight. Sometimes they feel a little bit fuller. So that's because of the pee. That's where the pee is. And then the semen, I guess, maybe might be a different. Two ball sacks. So one probably has the pee, and then the other one has the fun warm, the warm liquid, the fun warm, as I call it. It would be hilarious if Chris Hansen was on that list. It would be. Chris Hansen has found himself in a bunch of trouble when it came to tax things, you know, just mundane shit, wife things, affairs, things like that. But I think that he would be smart enough not to diddle kids or diddle underage girls. How would you find it? Bwahahaha. How would you find it? I'm feeling kind of sick today. I'm going to leave the boat early. Take care, boys. I hope you feel better, Manel. I do feel a little bit sick, too. Not to make it about me. But this is the PigCast, not the Manel cast, right? But yeah, as Slatcher said, feel better. Whatever that saying that does. One Ton Sisters. This show is the shits. Do you mean the shits? The shits? Like in a like a bad way, or the shit in a funny way? You are not fat phobic. Phobic is for irrational fears. Well, what's homophobic? Whenever you hear homophobic, those people aren't afraid of gays, I'm sure. For the record, I'm a mentalist, and my favorite in the magic people is a gay artist, Darren Brown, not David Copperfield. Thank you for specifying that Darren Brown is gay. That's definitely like, you know, the whole argument with female magicians, that they just want to be called magicians, but they're the first ones that promote themselves as a female magician. It's like Darren Brown. You have to promote yourself as gay magician, Darren Brown. As a matter of fact, you can't say it without saying gay magician Darren Brown has a special today. Gay mentalist. Whales don't breathe so well out of water. I've been having a hard time breathing too. I hope that that's not combined with a chest pain, but my nose is extraordinarily stuffy, so I've become a mouth breather. And breathing from your mouth is very, very inefficient. We all know girls only turn attractive on their 18th birthday and not a moment sooner, says Corn Pop. That is true. That is definitely true. Corn Pop. The moment they turn 18, they're suddenly attractive. I was big in the 80s. That's cool. My mom was born in the 80s. 90% of magicians would have done what Copperfield did if they had the choice. Probably. Stevie Wonderbrook says, PigCake, I sent you a photo. You did send me a photo. Let's see what this is. It says Anna D. I would say a very unflattering picture of Anna D, a rare one. Usually Anna D is very, very attractive, and this is a rare miss, but that's normal. We all have pictures where we look bad. This one's not a very, it's a professionally done photo, which makes it a little bit odd. She seems to have some sort of pimple or shine on her lip, but not a good vibe, not a good one, but rare miss. Usually Anna is just top. I thought she was Mexican. No, she's Filipino apparently. Which is interesting because I guess I'm racist. What else is here? I know I have some ones saved on my Instagram that I've never seen before. I guess Instagram also lets you bookmark stuff. Oh, shit. Oh, I saved this. I can't believe I saved this video. I can't show it to you guys because it's a person that's kind of known in the industry. Why did I save this one? Okay, I can't show that one either. But this guy's known, I guess, among magician, and he had the cringiest video. I've mentioned this before. For when the pandemic was starting and the whole George Floyd thing happened. I've mentioned this before. I don't want to say the name. If you find a video, you found it. You found it. I've shown it to pretty much everyone and laughed my balls off. So now I can't pee anymore because my balls are no longer there. Heard you and Danny started some shit at a Miami mall the other night, says Magic Buzz. We talked about it briefly yesterday. Speaking of, that's a good segue. Yesterday, I was looking for this video. Which was one of the incidents that got people thinking that somehow there are fucking aliens in Miami. And no, it's just a bunch of rambunctious youth. And this is what the video that I was trying to find. I was trying to find this video specifically for showing you guys the pussy kick at the end, which is my favorite part of these fights. Typically, there are many people against one, right? That's one of the normal features of these fights. And the other part is the little sort of the stomping that takes place after. So I guess let me show you. This frustrates me to no end, but let me show you what I'm talking about here. A bunch of youths, a bunch of future scholars would be attacking one guy. So there's about 20 of them. There's one guy that's getting stomped on, and then you see the cop lights. So the cops show up, and then look at this absolute pussy here. This absolute little bitch at the end that decides to get one more kick in right as he's running. If they're so tough, why don't they stand up to the police? There's 20 of them, after all. So this was in downtown. A very, I would say, safe part of downtown, typically. I see that parking sign. I think I see a hotel thing that I recognize there. So this is a very, I would say, traffic-heavy part of downtown. And of course, they don't care. Why the fuck would they care? And they're wearing Timbs. I thought there were people recording. There's only one guy recording. And of course, the pussy wearing pajamas has one last kick in, and then he runs. Or jeans in that case. And this guy, look at Look at that, by the way. This is the part that I love. I've always had the skit idea where a professional wrestler gets in a bar fight, and it turns into this. Back in the old cartoons, when somebody was fighting, it would turn into like a cloud of dust. And then when the dust clears, one person is fucked up. I wanted to have that, but for a professional wrestler. And, the whole cloud appears. And then when the cloud settles, nothing's happened. Because obviously a professional wrestler is going to pretend to hit you. Even though they get injured more than, I would say, UFC fighters. It's kind of interesting. But it's the same shit with this. There's 20 of them. And granted, in this sort of situation, it's really hard for one person to get a lick in because everybody is licking. As a matter of fact, there's definitely going to be licks on each other. Some collateral damage. But you would think that the guy would get fucked up, or at least his shirt would get dirty. But no, look at that. I read a survival book from the 60s that when you're in a situation like this, the best thing to do, well, obviously the best thing to do is carry. The second best thing to do is to come in and protect. So roll up into a little ball and protect your head. Allegedly, that was from the 60s. I'm sure maybe since then, different techniques could have probably been innovated. But it's just everybody's stomping. They got their little pussy licks in. And then when the cops show up, man, I almost said a word that I was going to regret. But this fucker runs away. And look, the guy just walks off. Not even limping. Perfectly fine. So it goes to show you. What a bunch of pussies. So I saw that and it really got me upset. But that apparently led into similar youths taking over what is Bayside Mall and shooting out fireworks and, getting rambunctious. And, you could turn it into whatever issue you want. But to me, it turns into an issue of retardation. It's just the golden ratio of retardation. And it's just a shame to see because I go there. I went there. As a matter of fact, I showed you guys a video on yesterday's stream of a shooting that took place. And I was there a couple hours earlier. That same street in a piercing shop. That same exact street. I was inside of there, and there was just a shooting in broad daylight. Not broad daylight. It was still night. It was, I believe, 1 a.m. But people are out. A lot of people are out at that time in that particular street and adjacent streets. So what are you doing? You know that if you shoot somebody, it's not just a person. You have to worry about missing. You have to worry about the outside. And then these fuckers, you see them with their little mug shots, and they're with their fucking mug shots looking tough because they just accidentally killed a 7-year-old. That happened to have been behind, or maybe the stray bullet hit inside of a home. It's a bunch of retardation, and they don't give a fuck. A couple streams ago, as a matter of fact, an earlier stream from this year, there was a shooting in Miami Beach with some spring breakers, and you would think that you're safe in a crowd, right? You're safe in a crowd. If there's 50, 100 people in a crowd, not much is going to happen to you. No, just guy takes out his gun and brazenly shoots some fucker. Doesn't care if he shoots somebody else. Doesn't care if he hits or misses. Doesn't care. And he runs away. And I'm sure he's going to tell all his friends that he's fucking tough and a gangster and this. No, you're a pussy. Especially in those situations where you have just fucking 20 on one guy. And I'm sure it started for no reason. It probably started because the guy was in a sidewalk. And these guys decided to walk all around him. And maybe he said something. That's enough. That's enough to essentially potentially get your brain stopped in. What a fucking waste of a life, huh? Pro wrestlers do way more shows than UFC fighters do fights, and they also have higher risks. Yeah, that is true, Slatcher. I listen, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a professional wrestling fan. As much as it pains me to admit, I am a professional wrestling fan. And I was yesterday bitching about Star Wars and stuff, and I do have a lot of historical knowledge of wrestling, despite it being mostly a work of fiction. But it's real. To some extent, right? These wrestlers are doing real things, or doing, things that are happening, and you could consider that to be some form of valuable knowledge. Not really. Black Lives Scatter, says the Magic Buzz. I'm going to leave it at that. Don't want to get too detailed, but suffice to say that I wasn't posting a black square on my Instagram. Where did all they go? Where did all of them go, by the way? It's like they posted it and then it's gone. My favorite one as of late, I don't know if you've seen this on social media, but for some reason, people think posting watermelons is going to cause a ceasefire in Gaza because they can't be posting specific terms. I guess the algorithm doesn't favor that, so they post watermelons instead. And they start, the comments are like, whoa, this watermelon is delicious. You're doing nothing. You're a slacktivist. You're doing bullshit. How many people now on my personal Instagram, you click through their stories and it's just 100 different things on Israel and Gaza and whatever the fuck. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're slacktivist. Essentially, you're doing bullshit. You're not going out there. You're not fucking. You're just. Oh look, I'm. Remember me, guys. God, what a fucking waste. People suck. Is pro wrestling still good? I used to watch in the early '90s, but not since then. What's not going to top the early '90s? But I would say it's pretty good. Pretty good. I watch it on a regular basis. I was considering going to Royal Rumble, but it's extraordinarily expensive, so I'm not going to do that. I believe it's in a couple weeks too. So I guess this one. Bro dancing. This is one that I saw, and it was very, very cringy. Back in high school, I got to sit in the front row at WCW Monday Night Show and got to slap hands with Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. That was before the NWO days. Damn, son, that's when they were whooping WWE in the ratings, which was a very interesting time period because you would think that they would have won with the backing of Ted Turner. No, they got fucked. Could you tell me what's here? Speaking of never seeing a pussy ever again, could you guys explain to me what's going on here? What's going on? All right. Now, here's the thing, right? I get swingers. I understand swingers. I relate a swinger story that happened in one of my sexcapades and a couple of streams ago. This one is not a swinger situation. This guy, if it was a swinger situation, they'd be all into it. There'd be a lot more grinding. These two guys would be grinding in the back. This one would be in the back. This one would be in the front. There'd be like a nice little grind happening. This case, look at the body language. This guy's not interested, but she has her arms wrapped around him. This guy's definitely interested, but he's still, I would say, a Jesus distance away. He's not really grinding. He's kind of just hovering, and she's moving her hips. And this guy's kind of moving his. By the way, the dress code here is terrible. Are these basketball shorts? Are you wearing basketball shorts? Come on, man. Put some effort. And what's happening? So this girl is obviously very interested in that guy. This guy maybe came in with her, or is still maybe trying to hold on. What's happening here? I'd love for somebody to decipher this. Let's see. I hate this feature, by the way. I really do. That instead of clicking on the tweets, it pushes it to the right. I think he was just looking for the threesome. Who is cheating whom? She's obviously for the streets. I think it's Itchy. All three are enjoying. Not really. Are both of them aware? Bro said nah. No two ways. Sage advice. I don't understand what's happening here. Just leave her. Yeah, just leave her. What are you doing, man? Especially now that you could record things and things are on social media immediately and, you know, they'll find your name, address, or whatever the fuck. What's going on? What's happening? In that situation, it's not a swinger. Again, I've seen swingers. I've you know, procreated with a swinger. And it's not that. They're very, you know, they'd be all into it. There, it's clear that at least one bro is not into it. And the other bro is trying, but he's not getting any. Oh, let's see. I still love pro wrestling, as childish as it sounds. Well, I have an appreciation for the talent it takes. So that could be one reason. Read this in your father's accent. Hamas wants Israel. I can't even do an Egyptian accent. That's how Cuban I am. Hamas want Israel to cease fire so Hamas can fire more. I can't say that with any sort of Egyptian accent. I'm not scratching my dick, by the way. I'm scratching the back of my knee. There was an older guy sitting behind me who snuck out his hospital to go. I guess you're talking about WCW? That's based as fuck. Love triangle. Inverted pineapple. What the fuck is a live triangle? A love triangle. I guess you're talking about like there's jealousy? Is that what you mean? Inverted pineapple. I have a couple shorts that are pineapples, by the way. They have pineapples all over them. I think you've seen them on various live streams. And I keep having a pain here, by the way, which makes me happy because it's the tit. It's the tit. But you know what hypochondriasis does when you go, oh, is this it? Is this it? Huh. Luckily, I've been taking Lexapro. One is a gay dude. The girl fancies a gay dude, and a straight guy fancies a girl. Let's see that. Let's go back and check it out. Let's use my Spidey-like analysis to look at that situation. So the straight guy has to be the guy on the right. Has to. Right? If we were to categorize them in your hypothesis that one of them is a gay, it would have to be this guy. Because this guy is obviously interested in a chick. She's interested in that guy. And you know what? Now I see it. Now I see it. I see there's not even like the grind there. And look at her legs down here. You can see her legs. She's attempting to grind on him. And he's kind of doing this move, right? You're supposed to have like a swaying with her. You're supposed to move in rhythm with her. But this guy is like kind of doing like a worm thing. That looks grotesque. You might be right. I think that might be it, Slatzer. You might have nailed it and found the actual scenario. Because I was dead curious as to what the fuck was going on there. Xavier E says, hi, PigCake. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. A lot better today than yesterday's stream. I'll tell you that much. Yesterday's stream was an absolute nightmare. The golden ratio of just tragedies in the United States. It's funny when people say the Palestinians were there first. Bitch, read the books of Exodus. Get the fuck out, says Corn Pop. Corn Pop is out here dropping some biblical knowledge. But, it's not doing anything. Posting pineapples and watermelons on TikTok. I had an argument with a person on TikTok because that's the sort of time I have. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're wasting time. This is stupid. And he goes, I'm just trying to bring awareness to this issue that's going on where people are getting killed overseas. And you're doing that by sitting on your couch, putting a watermelon emoji on a random TikTok video. Yeah, you're doing so much. You're doing so much there. Fucking she, her on a profile. Weird wax. Hipsters. Hipsters is, I guess, one of the biggest problems we have. For example, this upsurge in vinyl. I guess vinyl is a bad example because you could like the difference of sound, right? I've recently, and I might make a whole video on this. I might actually do that. The next video I do, I might work on that today. Work on that. But, I'm a fan of pen and paper. I've recently started carrying around a little notebook and a little pencil, and you'd be surprised at how many times you take it out and you write a little note, close it up, put it back in there. And you see the note later and you get inspired and work on that idea, or you write something down that you find funny and things like that on paper. It's a nice thing. It's I guess, more embedded in your memory than something that you associate with CBT porn like I do. So I like taking little notes on a paper. As a matter of fact, look at this, right? I could have done this on my phone, but no, I like to do it on paper. It's more definitive. I could scratch it out. It feels better. There's a good reason. There's a good valid reason. Would there ever be a valid reason as to why you would take notes on a wax tablet? On an ancient Roman wax tablet? No, there will never be a reason unless you're a hipster. So I'm going to do a full video on this. I'm not going to just be a hipster and or not be a hipster. Sorry, I'm not just gonna be a lazy fuck and take this portion of the live stream and use that as a video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make a whole video on it. But this right here, let's cut to it real quick.
I unironically use a Roman wax tablet in everyday life, and I don't think you have to reenact or be at a reenactment to reap the benefits of historical technology. I find it a good deal more practical than pen and paper. It not as wasteful because you can't erase pen, and you can erase pencil, but it's just not nearly as practical. It doesn't erase as
It's not nearly as practical to erase pencil. What? It's not as wasteful. As wasteful as paper? That's recyclable? What? You could tell by the Peaky Blinders cap that we're dealing with the hipster. Comments, 1990. That's the year of my birth when I shot out of my mom. I bet precisely 0 people are surprised that you unironically use a Roman wax tablet. Looking at him there, let's see if he responded. Nope, ha 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 ha. You look like the kind of guy to use a Roman wax tablet. I ironically use a Roman wax tablet. 9,500 comments, that's great. It takes ages to erase compared to paper. So this guy's defending it. I just think this is very, very hipster. I ran to the comments, and this is what it looks like.
A lot of folks asked how to use a wax tablet. Well, you'll need a stylus, and yes, that is where the smartphone pen thing gets its name from. And you use the sharp end of the stylus to write with. You don't want to dig in too deeply.
Doesn't
you just
even
need
look
a light
good.
touch. It goes a little bit slower than a pen or a pencil, but it's not too bad. To
And then
erase,
look at
you'll
what he
need
has to
use
do
the
to
flat
erase
back
it.
end of the stylus. You'll drag it a couple times over what you've written, smooth everything out.
Oh, yeah, that
and
looks
there
great,
you go.
dude.
All erased.
That looks
It's
great, very
pretty
legible.
much infinitely writable, and over what you've written, smooth everything out, and there you go. All erased. It's pretty much.
Might as well
infinitely-
carry one of those doodles, one of those little doodle notepads or doodle things like all the kids had in the 90s. Everyone in the comments acting like you're forcing them to use one. This is so cool. No, you idiot. God, making a terrible argument. They're laughing at you because it's such a stupid concept. I don't see why everybody's obnoxiously upset. Oh, they're obnoxious? They're obnoxious? No, I think the guy using the Roman wax tablet is obnoxious. These are all good things that I could use for the video. So I'm going to stop saying my commentary here so then I could have my good ideas for the video. Look at how full of shit I am. That I think my responses to those are good. But what are you doing, man? A wax tablet? I love the sustainability. Not sure why people are grumpy. People are grumpy because it's impractical. It's retarded. What? This would absolutely hit me with so much dopamine. I'm buying one immediately, says Hannah, which seems to be she, her. So, no really surprise there. Let's go through these comments. It's not that bad. This might be where we fall out, says Slatzer. Then again, I'm using a recyclable notebook, Rocket Book, right? Or not a recyclable, rather a reusable notebook. You have a little pen. You have these. You could get a cloth thing and wipe it off. So this is a lot more practical than that. That's for sure. You could clean it. All you need is a little wet rag, and you're good. This is as effective. They have pocket-sized ones. Look at that. That's definitely way smaller of a form factor than a Roman candle. What's this? Oh, I had notes here that I didn't know about. Connect to their phone. Coincidence. Synchro. Coincidence force. Some clever feature. Bonus if sellout. 2 books I'm working on self-publishing. Oh, all right. So I had little notes here that I guess I forgot. But you have a notebook here. Look at that. This is pretty much less intrusive, less wasteful, and a lot easier and more intuitive than a fucking Roman wax tablet. I'm going to get one just to piss off Piggy. You're not going to piss me off, all right? I just will point and laugh at you. I've been sitting for 40 minutes with my earbuds in, says Corn Pop. If he's not here by 4:38 in the morning, then I'm leaving. I'm not going to fall for that, Corn Pop. Did I tell you guys I saw a real naked girl the other day? Yeah, I walked into my sister taking a shit. Why is she naked? Why is she naked taking a shit? I'm writing a magic book called How to Lose Friends and Alienate People. I'm writing a book that will be free for the cunt community, says Steve Wonderbrooks. Is it also is it an accompaniment to the compilation of inappropriate things that I've said? I'm still waiting on that you promised. Let's see. This puts things. Camel Toe Harris should be president. I get not liking Trump. Right? I get it. I don't understand it. But I get it. Right? He's sort of a divisive figure. But liking Kamala Harris, that's questionable to me. I don't understand. What is it? Is it her cackle? Her inability to answer questions? Is it her race baiting? Which is it? You tell me. So, I would give you the pin of glory there, Magic Buzz, but I think it's just right below the threshold. Fentanyl gives you a good hit of dopamine as well, says Nicholas Jordan. The Magic Buzz. Why are you hating on Crime Cop Kamala? Crime Kamala. Boy. I use notebooks too. They're harder to hack, unlike apps. Real men make their notes on drink napkins. Kamala Harris sucked her way to the DA job. See, this is why I like the PigCake community right here. We're all one. We're all together. If you want to leave, by the way, a voicemail do so in the comment section below. I'm trying to figure out what I wrote here. It says take army. Fake army. Fake army. Which one is fake army? What the fuck? Oh, fake army. Okay, I was wondering what the fuck was I talking about. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. Oh boy. It is this one.
I know a lot about you, like why you're watching this ad, and it's specifically because you've looked up magic tricks. Well, hey there, my name's PigCake, and I've been doing magic trick tutorials on YouTube for the better part of 6 years. And I'm here to tell you about the PigCake Magic Academy with over 1,200 videos already uploaded, designed to make you an expert magician. You get access to all the content the moment you sign up, and I'm uploading every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today. Just look at that list of moves, tricks, ideas that you're gonna get access to the moment you sign up. It doesn't end. As a matter of fact, I could stop talking completely, and the list is still gonna keep going. Just look. So check it out, the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is going to be below. I go with you, but I'm stuck in this video. But I'll wait for you to go ahead and click it. Go ahead, you know you want to.
I forgot the shortcut for the ad, but I did put these. I did put these there. I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of the stream. How crazy would that be? If the remaining stream is just this, me doing this, that'd be pretty psychotic, but this is kind of meditative, to be honest. Fake army, I guess this is a one that I saw recently. Fake army. If there's one thing that's gonna make me sort of teary-eyed or misty, it's army recruitment videos, right? Or not army recruitment videos. Fucking Christ. People coming back from overseas or in uniform, and genuine videos where, you know, it's like a dad and they see the kid and they start bawling out of control, and you see them shaking and it's real. And it's not a Jabrizi video where a camera's set up and it's obvious that everything's choreographed and narrated. And a friend of mine's in the army, and he tells me on how, you know, 99% of those videos are bullshit because you're not dressed in your army clothes on the airplane. You're unless you're coming back from a base, so you're not going to be on a plane. You have the opportunity to go change and then go say hi to your parents. But for you to get in the uniform, you have to actively get into the uniform just for the video, essentially. So it's typically BS unless you just came directly from wherever it is that you were coming from. That was when you were on duty. But it's just hysterical to see these. Especially this one, that it just looks so fucking phony. Just look at the Jabrizi production value of this. The girl comes in with a sign that says, "I'm home." Let's see, I think there's a track here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this. But the hat, the veteran hat, is on his lap. His eyes are closed, so he doesn't see the camera. Right? I left a comment there, by the way. 0 likes. I think my comments are being hidden, but that's beside the point. Look at this bullshit. By the way, 3 minutes. Why is it 3 minutes? Because longer videos do better on Facebook. And you know they posted this on Facebook. 100%. So I'm sure that this person was just stretching it out. They were stretching out the video just for those sweet, sweet Zuck bucks. Look at this bullshit. God. Look at this fucking phony. He doesn't even put it in his ears.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. This person has all the time in the world to come in, close the door with a teddy bear, with a sign. God, it's so fucking phony. Oh, look, you're holding it towards the camera. Oh, look, how convenient that you're looked away from it. Tell me about your daughter. And he starts crying. Slick move there. Slick move there. I think anyone I was doing this legitimately, would have just let the hat drop. But no, you grabbed it swiftly. Nice, buddy. You know what gets me upset about these? Look at the comments over here. Look at the comments. Am I the only... Okay, who thinks this is a sketch? So this guy at least is a little bit based. I lost my father's love since I was born, but I'm happy to see the closeness of another daughter to her father. What? Oh, God bless. How amazing. He really loves his daughter. How can no one see these are actors? So far that's 2. Why it takes for him so long to notice her? Because it's fake. I'm so emotional. Quite an act. Okay, so I might be wrong on my hypothesis with here. But look right here. Shame we can't see more of the end result. The buildup was needlessly long. It made me cry. I just cried. This was beautiful. God bless that man. So awesome. Impossible not to cry. This guy's a laughter emoji. So there are a good mix of comments here. Maybe staged but beautiful. Shut up. My goodness. But I like the ones that are legitimate. And like in a graduation or something, or at a basketball event, you know, the guy's there and it's for the half court, and you got to do a half court shot blindfolded. But look at this. God, what a fucking Jabrizi video. She's there with the sign. Still hasn't shown it, by the way. Still hasn't shown it. Coughing. Oh my fucking God. Let's see the payoff here. Oh man, this is AIDS. The most beautiful smile. Yeah, do you tend to talk to people not looking at them? Do you tend to talk to people as if you're on a fucking daytime drama? Oh, my daughter, alas, my beloved. She's so beautiful. Her smile is perfect. I miss her so. Whoa, my daughter. How could I have not foreseen this? And they build up to the music. Come on, hit the payoff already. This is definitely a Facebook video. Dude. Oh my God. 14 seconds of payoff. Oh, shut up. God, what a fucking troglodyte. Jesus. And then 10 seconds for that fucking payoff. And you know they did that so people will leave comments. So that then that'll favor into whatever bullshit Facebook is on. Ugh. God. Fuck off. What a load of shit. He not only caught the hat beautifully, but placed it so it could be read on camera. Yeah, it's like when you move the logo. Like, oh, this is how I drink Coke. This is how I drink soda. I have it with the logo facing the camera. This is perfectly natural. He not only caught that, I already read that. Kamala was placed because she's black and a woman. I mean, you're quoting Biden directly, so I don't know. She was picked for VP because she had the reputation of being hard on crime, and Biden did not want to seem soft on crime during BLM, says Steve Wonderbrooks. I don't know if you believe that, but did you know that Kamala persecuted parents for truancy? She would totally have got that gaggle we saw earlier. That gaggle. What do you mean by gaggle? Are you talking about the stompers, the future theologians? If somebody buys Epstein's Island, do you think that it'll have children ghost screams at night? Says Hane. You know? I don't know, but it definitely would be an upcoming episode of Ghost Adventures. Wouldn't it be great to see Zach Bagans going in there and just fucking, today we're here. We're going to be looking at the ghosts. We're going to be looking at the ghosts in Epstein's Island. If you know, Epstein's Island was populated by underage girls that blew a middle-aged man for probably some money, and it wasn't their choice. We're going to talk to their spirits. They're not dead though, Zach. Oh, but their energy has been permanently effused to this location. So we're going to talk to that using the spirit box. Let's see. Real men make all their knowns on napkins. I already read that one too. He not only caught the hat, goddamn, wow, I can't believe I read that 3 times by accident. But yeah, I those videos give me a little bit teary-eyed when they're legitimate, and you see it, and they, you could tell it's a real-life scenario. The camera's shaking. It's like a real legit thing. Not the fake ones. The fake ones are pretty AIDS. So this topic is the reason I titled this video what it is. Girls fighting. Now, I'm not talking about professionals, right? I'm not talking about professionals. I don't want to get into an argument where somebody goes, I bet Serena Williams could probably beat you in tennis. Yeah, of course she can. She plays tennis. You know, that's kind of her living. You know, there are certain things that you could be better at. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying here is if you're going to get into a fight, your girlfriend can't be within a 5-mile vicinity. And it's for this reason. The reason that I'm going to share with you here. Because look at what happened to this guy. Because his girlfriend was in the vicinity. Downtown HB is awesome at night. I don't know what HB is. What city is that? HB. Let me see if maybe the captions help out. Nope. Okay. What the fuck is HB? Am I retarded? It's going to be very obvious once I get to it. But look at this retardation. I'm going to show you this. It's a fight, right? It's a small fight. It's 5 seconds. I'll leave it up to you to figure out whose fault the loser of this fight. That's whose fault the reason the loser lost of this fight is. Fuck. That wasn't even... Boy. I'll leave it to you to figure out why the loser lost. Do you see what I'm seeing right now? So, it seems to me that this girl is this guy. It's with this guy, that they're together. Because if not, she would be pushing him away, right? And look at what she does. She pulls his neck back and his arms down and lets him get knocked the fuck out on the concrete. Now, a lot of people don't realize you could die like this. I know it seems like a crazy knockout, but you could die like this very easily. First of all, you're getting clocked here once, and then you're getting clocked here again. You could have permanent brain damage because your head just hit the pavement with all the weight of your limp body. So you could have 2 concussions back to back, have a stroke, and potentially die. So it's not a joke here. And this bitch, this dumb, I would say, you know, kind of hot girl. I love that look, by the way. When they just wear what looks like to be like a bra and pants. Oh, God, so fucking outrageously hot. Or like sweatpants with that. But she holds his arms down. So I believe that's his right arm. He's coming in with his left. Obviously, they have no fighting technique whatsoever. But she's essentially leading him into this guy's punch, which hits him square in the jaw. He drops like a sack of shit. And then that's when she goes, oh, all right, let me push this guy away. You were the reason he got knocked the fuck out. This isn't the first time I see a situation like this. This has happened quite frequently, at least in videos that I've seen. And it's always the same thing. She's holding a guy, and another guy comes in and punches a guy because the girl was holding him back. You're not doing anything here. Get away. Stop. If these guys are going to throw down, right, let them throw down. Let them have the guy's full defense, right? Let him defend himself to the full capacity. Although I would think that maybe he was already on the losing end because he's missing a shoe. He's on 1 foot. But boy, what a fucking waste of a girlfriend here. She's the one that led him to the lion. God, that's fucking gross. So if you're going to get into a fight, tell your woman to get the fuck out. Hey, stand over there. Stand over there, baby. All right. Daddy's going to take care of things. Let's see. No, I don't want to see that. I want to... Oh, my God. I really hate this fucking feature. Come on, Twitter. His girlfriend sold him out. How would she help? I'm so annoyed by the fact the comments are never related to the video. Well, at least the first ones are. They need to have a serious conversation when they get home. Yeah, if he makes it home. The way the guy felt like he gave up on everything. No, it's like... It's almost as if she held him while he was getting knocked out. Her refereeing was bad. He was already losing the fight. The girl has no blame. Shut up. God, king. Contact me for modern lighting wall lights. What? Idiot. No, she literally held his arms down. She held his arms down. You fucking idiot. I hear coughing outside. Really loud coughing. Girl was helping a guy to knock out her boyfriend. I could help. Shut up. God, see, maybe that's the comments that the guy was talking about. Am I in the wrong here? Am I being ignorant piggy when saying that she essentially facilitated her boyfriend potentially dying? It's not just a light thing. You get hit twice. There are people that have gotten strokes, people that get seizures, and it's very serious if you get a concussion. To get back-to-back concussions, that could fuck you up. Huntington Beach. Okay, it says Corn Pop. Let's say, hey, here he is. Fuck. There were graves dug at a tennis court, placed on top of them. It now has been excavated and cleared. It says Badon, the magician. Is that a local thing? Is that something that you've had locally? He hit that off switch. Stupid dog brain bitches always getting in the way. That's you pack. I imagine you meant that's why you pack, honey. But you also have to take it out justifiably. You can't just be in a fist fight and go, all right. You have to take it out if you feel like your life is in danger. I guess there you can have an argument because technically he knocked him the fuck out. And at that point, you're pretty much there. And which is, by the way, my favorite part of these sort of scenarios that you see quite often, as I shared with you guys earlier, about these bunch of pussies. I can't say enough how big pussies these guys are, even though they definitely think otherwise. The problem with these things is, let's say they did knock the guy out. I guarantee you there would probably be about maybe 7 to 8 different stomps on his head. You see it all the time. After a guy's knocked out, another guy comes in, tough guy, comes in from the side and stomps the guy's head. He's already knocked out. What are you going to do? Now you're adding further to his injury. You're going to potentially kill the guy. And this fucking pussy at the end. God, fuck. And then one of them gets shot and, oh no, he was just starting to turn his life around. No, you don't get it. He was going back to school. He was thinking of going back to school. You snuffed out a life so early. Oh, man. Oh, no. What'd you do that for? Why? Oh, no. Free my baby. He ain't do nothing. Why you have a gun on him? Oh, he wasn't doing anything. Fuck. But that got me generally upset. Let's see. She probably went home with the guy who won. I wouldn't doubt it based on that other video we saw with the guy dancing. Maybe those are the two guys. They look similar enough, right? Although they are wearing pants and the guys from before were wearing shorts. What else here? That was referring to Epstein's Island. Oh, that's funny. Zach Baggins could definitely go there and conduct a ghost investigation, talking about how the ghosts are upset because now you have tennis being played on their bodies. This is Coke, by the way. This is actually not Coke. This is caffeine-free diet public soda. So this is a spam call from Kearney, New Jersey. Let's see. Hello? 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 Not well. Hi, this is Megan with Alleviate Tax. What? Okay, so that's that one. So the point is, don't bring your bitches to a fight. Don't bring your bitches to a fight. And in this case scenario, I mean, unfortunately, what would have happened? He would have taken his gun out. He would have shot, some people, and then what? And then, now you're probably going to get fucking arrested. Oh, it is Florida. It is Florida, so there would be some leniency on your end. This is where the laws need to change. If the guy pulled a gun and shot 3 to 4 of them, this should be self-defense. I do think that it would be self-defense. Sorry, I'm reading the comments here. My man walked that off like a champ. Hate crimes if races were reversed. I'm not going to agree or disagree with that. This required over 100 police cars. No, it was this and other things in addition. I'm reading the comments on that fight video, by the way. Nobody needs a gun. Clown emoji. Is this anywhere near the mall where the incident happened? Yeah, it's very close. It's around the same vicinity, maybe 5 minutes away in a car, assuming that there's very little traffic. Somebody was asking here, is that anywhere near the mall? But they keep calling it a mall. It's an open space. It's like a very open area. It's a tourist trap. You could look it up, Bayside, where apparently all these fucking aliens came out. But really, there were just some youths with fireworks. I think that's a stream. my friends. I think that's a good one. We had a great one here. No problems. Piggy started her. I ended it right at the precise time. I did everything as it should have been. All the technology worked as it should have. The microphone quality is crisp. Everything is perfect. My goodness. So thank you guys for watching. I might do another one of these soon. The cards should be pretty much going out within the next couple weeks. If you ordered a deck of playing cards, a missing piece deck, hopefully within the next, I would say, 2 weeks, maybe your cards are going to be going out, barring any unforeseen circumstances. And, it's up to whatever postal service to see how fast they deliver them. But I'm just hoping that they get to you guys sooner than later. I'm waiting on a couple other things, some logistical things, and then I'm going to be going through that process with Daniel in North Florida. He lives a little bit, south of Orlando, and I'm going to be going up there and shipping the cards. I've received all the comments and messages that I've gotten on doing the surveys on Kickstarter. So if you happen to be somebody that's waiting for your deck, they are coming. I know that I put November on the thing, but that was a very, I would say, generous estimate of the time, considering, it took pretty much USPC this time to ship the cards. So hopefully it's not going to take me long, and you should be getting the cards relatively soon. But I'll leave it at that. Any updates, and I'll do it on the Kickstarter page. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. And as always, I guess the most important part of the stream is... The most important part of the stream is the most important part of the stream.
Big fucking tits!
Big fucking tits.